was down as a day meaning, could be twilight, but all set, ready to go, Canberra. All set, ready to go here. 21.70 all before them. The green light on and racing. Front line came out well. And Bandit Stride near the inside began perfectly and leads on settling down. Maybe she's perfectly outside. A couple of them want to join in early as they go to this bottom turn. In behind them on the fegs, as we expected, was Better Bet Big. Further back on the outside, Just Joy caught out 3 wide as they spin around this corner. Behind them, Clement Sorrell. And then Recipe for Dreaming. And Ella Louise is last of all as they come into the straight to the winning post and 2 to travel. The leader, Bandit Stride, by a length now. In second, placing outside Keylor Misty. Third, Better Bet Big. We expected it to lob there behind the leader. It'll sit there patiently, I'd imagine, for a while. Maybe she's perfect also with a nice trail. 1 out, 1 back as they leave the straight. Lead time in 42 seconds. That's a lead time to the last mile. And Better Bet Big second behind the leader. Third on the outside, a neck away, Keylor Misty. 3 back the pegs, Clement Sorrell. It's being covered the outer as they go to the back then by Maybe She's Perfect, Ellen Louise and Silk Benula racing together. In behind them, Recipe for Dreaming. And after expecting to go forward early, Just Joy's at the tail of the field. To the bottom turn they travel first time around, and the leader still is Bandit Stride. Leads them nicely by a length and a quarter. The first quarter of the last mile in 32.5. We predicted that. He steadies them up, Osborne. 3 parts of a length to Keylor Misty the outside. Third placing is Better Bet Big tucked away. 3 back on the inside is Clement Sorrell. Maybe She's Perfect, and Melissa Hawke has a nice trail. She's running 1 out, 1 back as they come into the straight to hear the bell. 4 back on the pegs, Ellen Louise and Silk Benula covers it, Recipe for Dreaming. And the grey Just Joy's last of all. They can hear the bell. They've got a lap to travel as they leave the straight, second quarter of the last mile, 30.7. And they leave the straight, go to the top on the 600. And still this odds-on favourite doing it nicely, Bandit Stride by a length to Better Bet Big. I tell you what, Jimmy Brown's giving Better Bet Big every possible hope to figure in the finish. Keylor Misty, though, has got it covered the outside. In behind them, Clement Sorrell. Maybe She's Perfect, just dropping off, and Ellen Louise behind them. Clement Sorrell is ahead of those, and Recipe for Dreaming. And Just Joy starts to take off now from the tail, but out 4 wide. Third quarter, 29.2. We said that as well. They sub the 30 as they go to the top of the 300. And Bandit Strides kicked away by 2, make it 2.5 as they come around the corner. Better Bet Big's running on. Then Clement Sorrell out wide on the track, but in the straighter. He takes a little cheeky peek over the shoulder, Osborne. He said, "Where are you, boys?" And Better Bet Big starts to come away near the line at the 50. And the first favourites home, Better Bet Big, Clement Sorrell second. Third, Ellen Louise on the inside. Fourth, Better Bet Big, and then Recipe for Dreaming. Silk